Ladies and gentlemen, there was a time when the weight of doubt pressed down so heavy, I could feel it in my bones. My voice was but a whisper in the winds of other people's opinions. The road ahead was covered in shadows, and every step felt like a question. But today, I stand here to tell you that you can do it. Let me take you from the trembling of your heart to the triumph of your spirit. Let me remind you that the fear you feel is not a sign to stop, but a sign to begin. Doubt is loud, but your courage is louder. The world may doubt you, but do not let it be your truth. For inside you there is a flame that has survived every storm so far, a quiet, steady fire that says, I will rise. It all starts with a choice to believe, a choice to say, yes, I can. A choice to see the small glimmers of light in the dark and let them guide you forward. I want you to know this. Doubt may be the first visitor, but determination is the final guest. You can do it. You can rise. You can claim what is already in your heart. It all begins with the decision to believe you can. Those words might sound small, almost too simple, but in their simplicity is a power that can change everything. I have learned that belief is like a seed, hidden in the dark earth of your heart, waiting for just a little bit of light to grow. You do not have to have it all figured out. You do not have to see the finish line from where you stand today. You only have to believe that you can take the next step, and then the next. That is all it takes to begin. Doubt is a heavy chain that will try to hold you back. It will whisper in your ear that you are not ready, not strong enough, not worthy. But belief does not come from the world outside you. It comes from the quiet place within, the part of you that refuses to be defined by fear. This decision to believe is a gentle rebellion against every voice that said, you cannot. It is a quiet promise to yourself that you will not give up before you have even begun. I know how it feels to stand at the edge of your dreams, looking out at a vast unknown. I know the trembling of your hands, the racing of your heart. It is okay to feel afraid. It is okay to wonder if you are enough. But let me tell you this, in that moment you are more than enough. You are exactly what you need to be to begin. The world will tell you to wait until you are ready, but readiness is a lie. No one is ever truly ready. You decide to begin anyway. Belief is not something you wait for. It is something you build. With every small act of courage, with every step forward, you build a foundation of faith. And once you begin to believe, doubt will still come. It will come again and again, but you will be ready. Because you have made the decision to believe in yourself, and that decision is stronger than any fear. There is something beautiful about this moment of choice. It is the moment when you say, I will not let fear decide my fate. It is the moment when you say, I will not let doubt write my story. You are not here to be perfect. You are here to be brave. You are here to live fully, even if your knees are shaking. You are here to stand in the truth of who you are, even if your voice trembles. Every day you get to choose. Will you listen to the voices that say you cannot? Or will you trust the quiet whisper that says you can? This is the choice that shapes your life. One breath, one heartbeat, one step at a time. And every time you choose to believe, you plant a new seed of courage in the soil of your soul. You water it with action, you feed it with hope, and you watch it grow, reaching for the sky. You can do it. You can begin, right here, right now. This moment is yours, and no one can take it from you. Doubt will knock, but determination will answer. You will rise, not because it is easy, but because you have chosen to believe. And that choice, my friend, will take you further than you ever dreamed. Doubt will always be the first visitor, but it does not have to stay. It comes uninvited, like an unwelcome guest who thinks it knows your worth better than you do. It will stand at your door with its questions, its hesitations, and its heavy shadows. But just because it shows up does not mean you have to let it settle in. You have the power to choose whether doubt becomes your companion or just another passerby in the journey of your life. When doubt arrives, it tries to tell you stories about who you are and what you cannot do. It paints pictures of your failures and your flaws, and it speaks in a voice that sounds so much like your own. It is cunning, persistent, and sometimes even convincing. But remember this, doubt is not your truth. It is only an echo of the fears that others have tried to give you. You are not obligated to carry it like a burden on your back. There are moments when doubt will feel like a fog, clouding your vision, making you question every choice. In those moments, take a breath. Inhale the courage that lives within you, and exhale the weight of every voice that told you to stop. Doubt will always be the first to arrive at the table, but determination waits patiently for you to notice it, sitting quietly in the corner, ready to stand with you. I have found that when I acknowledge my doubt, it begins to lose its power. When I name it, it no longer controls me. I say to myself, yes, doubt is here, but so am I, and I am bigger than any doubt. That small act of recognition is an act of defiance against the grip of fear. It is the first step in reclaiming your story, your strength, and your power to move forward. Doubt might be loud, but it does not have to be your only voice. You have voices of courage, voices of hope, voices of faith that have carried you this far. You have the memories of times you stood tall, even when your knees were trembling. You have the quiet moments when you said yes to yourself despite the noise around you. Let those memories be the lighthouse when doubt tries to pull you under. Do not expect doubt to disappear forever. It is a part of being human, a part of stepping into something new. But you can learn to see it not as a threat but as a signal that says you are standing at the edge of something worth doing. A sign that you are growing, stretching, reaching beyond what you once thought possible. Doubt does not show up when you are doing nothing. It shows up when you are daring to dream, to build, to create. So let it come. Let it knock on your door. But do not invite it to stay for dinner. Let it pass through like a storm that cannot linger in the face of your steady resolve. You are not here to be crushed by your questions. You are here to find your answers. You are not here to be held back by uncertainty. You are here to move forward in faith. Every time you face doubt and choose to keep going, you grow stronger. Every time you look at your fear and take one more step, you learn that you are more powerful than you knew. Doubt will always be the first visitor, but it will not be the last. You have a whole army of belief, of hope, of determination waiting to rise up within you. Let that be the voice you choose to follow. Let that be the force that guides your steps, one breath at a time, one heartbeat at a time. Let the story you write be one of defiance, of courage, of quiet strength that stands in the face of every shadow that tries to steal your light. Challenges are your teachers. Learn from them and keep moving. They arrive unannounced, often unwelcome, yet they hold within them the keys to your growth. They come wrapped in the disguise of difficulty, in the whispers of fear, in the weight of the unknown. But beneath that rough exterior lies a lesson, a chance to become more than you ever thought possible. Challenges are not here to break you, they are here to reveal you to yourself. Each time a challenge stands in your way, it is a mirror reflecting your strength, your resilience, your determination. It is a test, but not of your worth. It is a test of your willingness to learn, to adapt, to rise. There is no shame in the struggle. There is no shame in the moments when you feel like you might fall. Those are the moments that shape you, that carve out the space for your courage to grow. When you face a challenge, you are invited to see the world through new eyes, to find the hidden opportunities in what seems impossible. to discover the reserves of strength that live in the quietest parts of your soul. Challenges are not the end of the road. They are the beginning of a new path. They ask you to look deeper, to reach further, to become someone who knows that even in the hardest moments, you are not defeated. You might feel like you are not ready. You might feel like the mountain before you is too high to climb. But every step you take is a step into your own power. Every time you choose to keep going, even when the path is steep and the air is thin, you are proving to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever believed. Challenges do not come to stop you, they come to build you. There will be days when you want to turn back, to find the easier road, to hide from the weight of what you are carrying. In those moments, remember that challenges are not a punishment. They are a gift. They are the teachers that show you what you are made of. They are the forge where your courage is tempered, where your faith is tested, where your hope is refined. Every challenge carries a lesson. It might be about patience, about letting go of what you cannot control, about finding grace in the moments when you stumble. It might be about trust, about believing that there is a way forward even when you cannot see it. It might be about kindness, about remembering that you deserve the same compassion you offer to others. Whatever the lesson, let it sink into your bones. Let it become part of who you are. Do not rush the lesson. Do not wish the challenge away too quickly. Sit with it, breathe with it. Ask it what it has come to teach you. And then when you have listened, rise up and keep moving. Because challenges are not the end of your story. They are the chapters that give your story depth and meaning. You are not defined by the challenges you face. You are defined by how you rise to meet them. You are defined by the choice to keep going, to keep learning, to keep growing. Let every challenge be a teacher. Let it show you the strength that lives within you, the courage that rises when you need it most, the hope that burns even in the darkest night. You do not have to be fearless. You do not have to have all the answers. You only have to be willing to learn, to open your heart to the lessons that come wrapped in struggle. Let those lessons shape you, refine you, make you stronger. Let them become the foundation you stand on when doubt tries to pull you under. Let them remind you that every challenge is an opportunity to become more fully yourself, to become the person you are meant to be. Determination is not a feeling. It is a decision you make daily. It is easy to believe that determination is something that comes to you in a burst of inspiration, a lightning bolt that strikes and sets your soul on fire. But in truth, determination is born in the quiet moments, in the spaces between doubt and courage, in the steady beat of your heart that whispers, "I will not give up." It is a choice you make, again and again, no matter how many times you have to start over. There will be days when you wake up feeling heavy, when your dreams seem too far away to reach. On those days, determination is the quiet voice that says, "I will try again." It does not roar like thunder. It does not blaze like a wildfire. It is the soft, steady light of a candle in the darkness, the gentle warmth that says, "I am here, and I am not done yet." It is not about waiting for the perfect moment. It is about creating the moment with every breath you take, with every choice you make to keep moving forward. You do not have to feel brave to be determined. You do not have to feel ready. Determination is not about feeling anything at all. It is about deciding that you will not let fear or doubt decide your fate. It is about standing up for your dreams, even when your knees are shaking. It is about choosing to rise again and again, no matter how many times you fall. Every morning you get to choose. Will you let the weight of yesterday's failures hold you back? Or will you let the hope of tomorrow's possibilities pull you forward? Determination is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. It is the quiet strength that carries you over every obstacle, the resolve that keeps you standing when the world tries to push you down. There is something powerful in that choice. It is the decision to keep going, even when no one is watching. It is the choice to honor your dreams, to hold them close to your heart, and protect them from the voices that say they are too big, too bold, too impossible. Determination is not about proving yourself to others. It is about proving to yourself that you are worthy of every dream you hold. There will be days when determination feels like a heavy weight, days when it feels like every step is uphill. In those moments, remember that every step you take is a step of faith, a testament to your courage. You are not moving backward. You are not standing still. You are building something strong and beautiful, something that can withstand the storms and the shadows. Let determination be the promise you make to yourself every morning. Let it be the quiet mantra that steadies your hands, that calms your heart, that lifts your eyes to the horizon. You do not have to have it all figured out. You only have to decide that you will keep going, that you will take one more step and then another still. You are stronger than you know. You are braver than you believe. And every time you choose to stand up and keep moving, you are proving that to yourself. Determination is not a feeling that comes and goes. It is a decision you make daily, a commitment to your dreams, a quiet promise that you will not give up, no matter how long the road or how many times you have to find your footing again. Let it be the rhythm of your days, the pulse that keeps you steady, the quiet resolve that says, I will not give up. Let it carry you forward, step by step, breath by breath, until you find yourself standing in the place you once thought was only a distant dream. Let it be the song you sing to yourself in the silence, the quiet courage that says, I will try again. I will keep going. I will not let go of what I know in my heart is possible. Every day you choose to rise is a day you get closer to your dreams. It is a decision that seems small in the moment, almost invisible, but it is the very thing that shapes your life in ways you cannot yet see. You may not feel the change as it happens, but with every morning you decide to show up, you are moving closer to the person you are meant to become. It is not about grand gestures or dramatic victories. It is about the quiet, steady choice to keep going, no matter how heavy yesterday feels. Some mornings rising feels easy, like the sun has wrapped its light around your shoulders, and everything is possible. Other mornings it feels like the weight of the world is sitting on your chest, and you are not sure if you have the strength to stand. But every time you choose to rise, even when it feels hard, you are saying to yourself, I will not let this moment define me. You are claiming your place in the story you are writing, one breath, one heartbeat, one step at a time. It is not about perfection. It is not about getting it right every single time. It is about the commitment to keep trying, to keep reaching for the things that set your soul on fire. Every time you rise, you are pushing back against the shadows that say you cannot. You are standing up to the voices that try to keep you small, and in that act of rising, you are telling the world that you are here, that you matter, that your dreams are worth fighting for. The distance between where you are and where you want to be can feel endless some days. It can feel like you are standing at the edge of a vast ocean with no clear path to the other side. But every day you rise, you are building a bridge. Every morning you choose to believe in yourself, you lay another stone in the foundation of your dreams. And one day you will look back and see that every small choice, every quiet decision to keep going has carried you further than you ever imagined. Do not underestimate the power of this choice. Do not let the simplicity of it fool you. Rising is a radical act of hope, a gentle defiance against everything that says you should stay where you are. It is a soft revolution of the heart, a quiet declaration that you will not let fear or doubt or uncertainty keep you from the life you want to live. You might not always feel ready, you might not always feel strong, but you do not have to. Rising is not about feeling anything at all. It is about deciding that no matter what, you will stand, you will breathe. You will take one more step, even if it is a small one. And in that choice, you are becoming the person who can weather the storms and still find the light. Let each day be a new beginning, a chance to step closer to the dreams you hold in your heart. Let each sunrise be a reminder that you are not standing still, that you are moving, growing, becoming. It does not matter if the steps are small. It does not matter if you have to pause to catch your breath. What matters is that you are still here, still rising, still reaching for the life that waits for you on the other side of fear. You do not have to see the whole path to know that it is there. You do not have to have it all figured out to begin. You only have to trust that each step forward is taking you where you need to go. Each time you rise, you are proving to yourself that you are stronger than you think, braver than you know, and more capable than you have ever imagined. Let that be the quiet truth that carries you forward, day after day, breath after breath, until you find yourself living the dreams you once only dared to whisper. Let every small victory become a beacon of light on your journey. It is easy to overlook the small steps, the quiet triumphs, the moments that seem too simple to matter. But these are the victories that shape who you are becoming. They are the tiny flames that light up the darkness, the soft glow that reminds you that progress is not always loud or grand. Sometimes it is in the gentle, steady rise of your own determination, moment by moment, breath by breath. When you celebrate these small victories, you are telling yourself that you are moving forward. You are giving yourself permission to grow, to learn, to become. You are refusing to let doubt steal the quiet joy that comes from knowing you did something you once thought you could not do. Each small victory is a testament to your courage, your faith, and your unwillingness to give up. You might not see the power of these small wins right away. They might feel too quiet, too ordinary, but they are the stepping stones that lead you to the bigger dreams you hold in your heart. They are the gentle reminders that you are capable of more than you think, that you have within you a well of strength that grows deeper every time you take another step. Let these small victories be your compass, your map, your reminder that even when the journey feels endless, you are making your way. The world will always measure success in loud ways, big achievements, public recognition, grand gestures. But your journey is measured in the quiet moments when you choose to keep going, even when no one else sees. In the moments when you keep your promises to yourself, when you choose to show up for your dreams, no matter how small the steps. These small victories are the proof that you are moving, growing, and building something that matters. There is beauty in the small wins, a kind of quiet magic that is easy to miss. But when you pause to notice them, to celebrate them, you give them the power to carry you further. You are telling yourself that you see your own effort, that you honor your own journey, and in that you are building a well of self-belief that no shadow can dim. Let each small victory be a light that guides you. Let it be a gentle glow in the darkness, a steady flame that says, I am on my way. Let it remind you that progress is not always a sprint. Sometimes it is a slow, steady climb, one step at a time, one choice at a time. And every time you reach another small milestone, you are proving to yourself that you can go further still. There will be days when the road feels long, when the weight of what you carry seems too heavy. In those days, look back at the small victories that brought you here. Remember the times you said yes to yourself, even when it felt easier to say no. Remember the moments when you stood in your own light, even when doubt tried to pull you into the shadows. Let those memories be your fuel, your reason to keep going. You do not have to wait for the big victories to celebrate. You do not have to wait for the world to notice before you honor your journey. Every small win is a light that you have kindled within you, a promise to yourself that you are moving forward. Let those lights be the stars that guide you when the night feels dark, the gentle reminders that you are not standing still, that you are not defined by how far you still have to go, but by how far you have already come. Let each small victory be a song in your heart, a soft melody that plays in the background of every doubt and every fear. Let it be the soundtrack of your journey, the music that keeps you moving forward, step by step, breath by breath. Let it be the quiet promise that says, I am becoming, I am enough, I am on my way. You have already come this far, you can go further still. It is a quiet truth that lives in the soft corners of your heart, a reminder that the distance you have already covered is proof that you are not meant to stop here. You have faced storms and shadows, doubts and fears, and still you stand. That is no small thing. It is a testament to your spirit, to the quiet courage that has carried you this far, breath by breath, step by step. There is power in looking back at how far you have come, in remembering the days when you thought you could not, and then you did. In honoring the small victories that no one else saw, the silent battles you fought in the dark. You are not who you were when you started this journey. You have grown in ways you cannot always see, stretched in ways you did not know were possible. That growth is your compass, your guide, your proof that you can go further still. You do not have to have it all figured out. You do not have to see the finish line from where you stand. You only have to trust that every step you take is taking you closer to the dreams you hold in your heart. You have already proven to yourself that you can begin, that you can stand back up after you have fallen, that you can keep going even when it would be easier to give up. Let that be the quiet truth you hold on to when the road feels long. The world will try to measure your progress by the miles you have left to travel, by the peaks you have not yet climbed. But you know better. You know that progress is measured not in miles but in moments. In the breath you took when you were afraid. In the step you took when you were unsure. In the choice you made to rise again when you thought you had nothing left. Those are the measures that matter, the markers of a life lived with courage and hope. Every time you feel the weight of doubt or fear, remember how far you have already come. Let it be a reminder that you have faced hard things before, and you are still here. Let it be the light that guides you through the darkness, the quiet promise that you can keep going. You have already walked through storms that tried to break you, and you are still standing. That is not nothing. That is everything. You are not starting from nothing. You are starting from everything you have already survived, every lesson you have already learned. Every breath you have already taken. You are standing on a foundation built from every choice you have made to keep going. That foundation is strong, steady, and it will hold you as you take the next step, and the one after that. You have already come this far because you chose to believe in something bigger than your fear. You chose to listen to the quiet voice in your heart that said, I am not done yet. You chose to honor your dreams, to keep them close even when the world told you to let them go. And because of that choice, you are here, ready to go further still. Let that be your reminder when the path ahead feels daunting. Let it be the quiet song in your soul that says, I have done hard things before, and I can do them again. Let it be the gentle push that carries you forward, one breath at a time, one step at a time. You have already come this far, you can go further still. It is not about rushing or proving yourself to anyone else. It is about honoring your own journey, about listening to the quiet wisdom that lives inside you. It is about choosing, again and again, to keep going, no matter how many times you have to begin again. Let that be your truth, your light, your promise to yourself, that no matter what lies ahead, you have everything you need to keep moving forward. Your courage grows every time you stand tall, no matter how shaky you feel. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move forward despite the tremble in your voice, despite the racing of your heart. It is that quiet, steady choice to rise, to keep going, to stand even when everything inside you says to sit back down. Each time you choose to stand tall, you are growing something unbreakable within you, something that no one can take away. It is easy to believe that courage is a loud, roaring force that comes like thunder, but more often it is a soft, gentle whisper in your soul. It is the quiet voice that says, I will try again. It is the small step that says, I will not give up. Even when the weight of the world tries to bend you, when you choose to stand tall, you are telling the world, I will not be broken. In that choice, your courage grows. The world might not see it. The people around you might not understand the battles you fight in the silent corners of your heart. They might not know the weight of the doubt you carry, the fears that creep in during the dark hours of the night. But when you choose to stand tall, you are not doing it for them. You are doing it for you, for the person you are becoming, for the person you know you can be. Every time you stand tall, you water the seed of belief inside you, and it grows a little stronger, a little deeper. It does not matter if your voice shakes. It does not matter if your hands tremble. What matters is that you show up, again and again, that you rise to meet each day with the quiet knowledge that you are enough, just as you are. Courage is not perfection. It is not the absence of mistakes. It is the decision to stand back up after you have fallen, to dust off the doubt and keep walking forward. That is where your courage grows. Not in the moments when it all feels easy, but in the moments when it feels impossible, and you choose to keep going anyway. There will be days when you feel like you cannot. Days when the weight of it all feels too heavy, when your breath catches in your chest and the tears blur your vision. Those are the days when your courage grows the most. Because in those moments when you feel like you have nothing left, and you choose to keep going, you are showing yourself just how strong you truly are. You are building a foundation of courage that will carry you through every storm, every shadow, every doubt. So stand tall. Even if you feel small, even if the world tries to tell you that your voice does not matter, that your dreams are too big, that your heart is too tender, stand tall anyway. Because your courage is not measured by how loud you shout or how far you run. It is measured by your willingness to keep showing up, day after day, breath after breath, choice after choice. Every time you stand tall, you are telling the world and yourself that you will not be defined by fear, that you will not let the weight of the past or the uncertainty of the future steal the light that lives inside you. In that act of standing, you are growing a strength that no doubt can destroy. It is a quiet, steady strength that says, I am here, I am enough, I will keep going. That is where your courage grows, in the simple, sacred act of standing tall, no matter how shaky you feel.